The public meeting is required by the Planning Act to afford any person an opportunity to make representation with respect to a proposed zoning bylaw amendment respecting 5013 Yarmouth Center Road in the former township of Yarmouth, the municipality of Central Elgin. Does any member of council have a disclosure of interest concerning this proposal? Seeing none, Ms. Leach, what method of notice and when was the notice given to the public for this meeting, please?
Mr. Mayor, as per requirements of the Planning Act, notice was mailed by regular post to every owner of land within 120 meters of the subject land and applicable agencies on April 17th, 2025. Notice was physically posted to the property by municipal staff and also posted to the municipal website.
Thank you. Mr. McClure is present to explain the proposed zoning bylaw. Do you want to come forward, please, Kevin? Thank you.
Thank you, Mayor Sloan. As has been provided, this is a public meeting to present the draft zoning bylaw amendment for 5013 Yarmouth Center Road. As can be seen on the screen, the subject lands are on the west side of Yarmouth Center Road between, I believe, Roberts and Dexter line. Just for the purposes of those in the gallery and that are online, the rezoning bylaw amendment is to permit seasonal accommodation for farm workers. There was a previous amendment that we assisted the landowner back in 2020 to permit 2 trailers on the property that would allow for 14 seasonal farm workers to work on the property. As part of their expanding operations, they were looking to expand the number of farm workers or potential farm workers on the property. So this new application is intended to allow for that long-term flexibility as they look to expand their operations, and it would, under current regulations, allow to about 50 or so seasonal workers based on the current configuration. So this is just again, kind of give you an indication on the screen where my cursor is here, where the farm buildings are and the proposed area of where the 6 trailers in the current configuration are. When you zoom in onto that location, you can kind of see over to the side where the other trailers were approved in 2020, and then generally what the current configuration would look like for the new farm accommodations. So this is the amendment itself. Part 1 of the amendment repeals the previous bylaw amendment because those previous changes or requests will be incorporated into this process. Part 2 of the amendment then introduces Schedules A and B to the amendment, being map parts 66E and 68E. Part 3 of the amendment then designates the area and heavy solid lines on those schedules as OS1-247. Sorry. You can kind of see on here, again, up to the north on this map, and then onto the southern portion of that map. Then part 4 of the amendment introduces a new subsection to the OS1 zone, being the 8.2.2.247, defines the areas on those zoning maps as OS1-247, provides for additional permitted uses, being farm labor accommodation, provides additional permitted building and structures, being building structures not exceeding a combined area of 700 square meters. For their uses permitted in the previous subsection. This is based on the area requirements that the landowner had provided and increased it slightly just to give them a little bit flexibility depending on how those changes may occur over time. And then because there isn't a definition within the Yarmouth bylaw for farm labor accommodation, this definition was provided based on research that was undertaken by the couple dozen different municipalities in Ontario that have these types of uses. So again, it really kind of nails it down to seasonal agricultural employees associated with the farming operation, not intended for year-round occupancy. So again, just kind of providing a definition because there isn't one in the bylaw. And then part 5 of the amendment essentially consolidates all of the changes that have been made to the zoning map 66 and 67 as part of this amendment and previous amendments. And that can be seen on the screen here and here. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. McClure. Do we have anyone online, Ms. Redmond, for this that wishes to ask a question? Or anyone, is there anyone online, Ms. Redmond?
No, Mayor, there's no one online.
Thank you. Do we have anyone in the gallery that wishes to speak to this? Any member of council have any questions? Councillor Watson, please.
I'll speak to it through you, Mayor. Well, I'd like to thank the staff and the planning department for getting this up and going really well, but I really want to thank Mr. DeBacker to see this through. And my hope is to have consider undertaking reviews like this a lot more exponentially or not or expediently to get them zoned a lot quicker for constituents that have businesses like this. So I'd like to thank everybody, but really Mr. DeBacker for pushing it through. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other questions or comments? Everyone has been given a fair opportunity to be heard. If there are no further questions, please be advised that any person wishing further information on the actions of council regarding the passing of a bylaw on the proposed amendment should email info@centralogan.org indicating which public meeting they wish to be notified. Or can call Delaney Leach at 631-4860. Any amendment to the bylaw will be considered at a future meeting of council. This public meeting is adjourned at 6:53 p.m. Thank you.